Breathing oxygen would probably be better for me when it came down to it.
Hello YouTube, it is Ian, and welcome back to Psycholonials. Here we are with Chapter 8, the penultimate chapter. I am joined by...
the most important human being on this entire planet, the absolute masterclass of a human being.
Yeah, Are we going to put it out before then? Before this video goes up? Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like just talking I am just like the masterclass of a person in general.
Good. Yeah, of course. All right. Anyways, do you remember
how
what
you
happens
interpret that is your
Chapter 7?
Chapter 7, more crazy bullshit. Didn't Abby's mom's and dad's house got burnt, and most likely they died.
Yeah.
And then
Abby's really upset about that.
And Z lost her fucking mind over it.
Yeah, and Z woke up from talking to Riotous and sent out a message to kill everybody on her bad list.
Yep.
And that's where it ended.
She pretty much became Stalin. She that's literally what Joseph Stalin did.
She's straight up villain, and I love it.
I don't.
So good. All right. Options.
Exit.
Chapters
8.
And it's recording the right screen and all that? It's not still on Chrome?
Yeah, it's on the right screen.
Or Opera, or whatever you use. Interlude 4.
It's true. Is he gonna give us more quote-unquote choice?
Someone put in the comments of one of our videos that the person who speaks in the interludes has the same typing quirk as Z.
Shit.
Which I didn't think about.
It's a good point.
This was like a couple days ago, so there's no spoilers. Yep. You love to see it.
You love to see it. Finally taking the gloves off, makes it more real now. Like, it's not a game anymore.
That's fair to a point, Of course, it was never a game to begin with. It was always been serious shit. But the way some of these chuckle fucks like to run their mouths, you might never know it.
Where do you think it was going to lead? Did they not understand that talking shit has consequences, that the Supreme Hawk effects is not a woman with whom these sewer rats should trifle?
Well, problem solved. That's the thing about having loud, shitty opinions online. Once you stop existing, your bad opinions stop mattering. LMFAO.
So fucked. Like somebody once said, when there's a person, there's a problem.
When there's no person, there's no problem. So it stands to reason when lots of people disappear, a whole lot of problems go away, right?
Debatable. You fucking bet.
Okay, should we do the fake choice thing again? It's what you've come to expect from me after all. And just like that, I hate letting my fans down. Oh god, it's totally Z, isn't it?
Almost as much as I hate letting my aunties off the hook. Yep.
Jay, look, I swear, look, I'm gonna go to the channel right now to prove that this is not okay. Look, literally, channel comments. Scroll down just slightly before the end of Homestuck, and we get a comment on. Come on, where? It's recent. Chrome. Work with me here. I'm gonna be scrolling down too far. Might have passed it. It was somewhat recent. It was before the end stuff, for sure. There we go, found it. On chapter 6, someone said, Barbara Connett said, "Did you notice that there is someone who has the same typing quirk as the person who offers the choice? It's Z."
Mm-hmm.
This was it yesterday, so this is definitely before the chapter came out.
Yeah.
But God, this is the fucking reveal that it is Z. I can't believe I brought it up right before that. Holy shit, man. I wish I could be as surprised.
So what are the possibilities at this juncture? Not that it fucking matters, because you know what? I'm just gonna lock the thing again, but let's just agree to humor each other once more time.
Yeah. So this is totally Z from the end of the story.
Yep.
This is who Z ends up being. Wait, on second thought, the call of the hater purge you just ordered like a weak bitch. Boo-hoo, innocent people will die.
Just forget you ever dreamt you were any sort of hard ass and go crying back to mommy in her grave like a scared little piss baby. I'm sure the world will understand.
Or you could embrace your destiny. Realize, like so many other great conquerors before you, that this is simply what it takes.
Oh God, spare these worms not a single precious thought beyond the moment you gave that order.
Yep.
Embrace destiny.
Is what's gonna happen for sure.
Yep.
That is straight up the fucking death sound from Undertale.
No shit.
Yeah, we all know the drill now. Meaningful choices in this story can only be unlocked by a true successor, and that's still not you. Not quite yet.
You're so damn close, though. It's like Riotous was just saying. You're really speedy running this shit.
Running so fast. Almost seems like you're outrunning your own ability to stop, think, and make real decisions.
Maybe once you figure out how to do that, it'll all finally click. The missing piece will fall into place, and that successor status, which you've fallen just short of for so long.
It'll finally be yours, won't it?
Lol, I didn't make it. Lol, I just gave the whole fucking thing away, didn't I? Lamau, whatever.
See you again soon, Jen. So is using the term Jen, because we've noticed this voice is exclusively called Z, Jen, not Z. So do you think Z in the future, who this is obviously now, right, calls their past self Jen as a way to distinguish?
I'm not sure.
It's like, oh, Jen, that one person that I used to be before
Or maybe that's
I
them
became...
signing it. Like, they're just like Jen. Like, think about it like that. Like, you know how at the end of letters
Yeah, I mean, that's a
Hana's
good point.
based
I'm
on
not...
Jen?
I mean, I think that might be a little bit of a stretch, but, I mean, maybe. Grinch heart, that's concerning.
Ha, your heart's about to explode out your fucking chest, dumbass.
Also, actually, I didn't check the site for in a couple hours. Hussie's slacking. It still says Chapter 8's not out yet on the website.
1 month later.
It's fucking 9.
So how long has genocide has been going on for a month? Oh my god.
That is a lot of followers.
Brand hasn't been doing too badly these days.
Yeah.
2,289 posts, 338 million followers, and 0 following.
Yeah. Oh, unfollowed Abby. Oh no.
Z
I didn't
Supreme
even think about that.
Defense of a
Fuck,
Jubilee
what happened to
Gender
Abby?
Clown. Location, New Whimsife.
I mean, this is a month later, and Abby definitely just left after Z.
Definitely just disappeared off the face of the fucking
god.
earth.
Oh god. In fact, it would be hard to imagine how it could be doing any better, considering your account now has more followers than any other account in the world, short of Instagram itself. But even then, with Instagram sitting at 358 million, you aren't too far behind passing that milestone either.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I love this. It's full villain.
This is fucked.
I am excited to see how this ends.
You don't see much standing in your way of that feat, seeing as you recently made short work of other names you once thought untouchable.
It was 35 days ago that you dealt with Joculin and ordered the great summer purge of 2020 later that night, while your covert ops people all over the world were quietly mowing down the haters and the antis. Your brain was busy zipping past the top accounts. In the final week of July, it was Kim Kardashian, then Selena Gomez, and Kylie Jenner. Yeah. This is getting so much like Demon, and I love it.
Dude, this is fucked.
It's totally fucked, and I love it so much. I'm here for it.
3 queens who you're quite sure would never bother to bat an eye at your pests like you. How quickly they've been reduced to relative obscurity. Is this talking on all of her social media or just her Instagram?
I think she only has Instagram. Only uses Instagram.
And poverty compared to you. You doubt you'd even answer a text message from any one of them at this point. Shit.
Days later, you topple actor and professional wrestler Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, followed shortly by a musician and actress named Ariana Grande, whatever the fuck that is. Impressive milestones to pass for sure, but by then you weren't even paying attention to them. Your eyes were squarely locked in that #1 spot held by legendary footballer Cristiano Ronaldo.
I don't know who Ronaldo is.
Apparently, legendary footballer.
I keep seeing videos of him everywhere, but I don't know who he is.
I've never heard the name before.
You had never heard of him since you know nothing of soccer, but he's a good-looking guy.
Okay, actual football. Cool. Okay.
Well, he's a good-looking guy, and you made sure to blow him a kiss as you passed him. None of this is personal unless they make it personal, in which case you have ways of dealing with that.
Oh.
Murder.
Yep. Yep, that's about right. And then he mostly checked out of observing the rise, letting almost another 100 million followers pile on top of that. The feeding frenzy fueling your brand is practically on autopilot now, and is undeniably political. Everyone in the world wants to keep an eye on the clown girl, who somehow has her boot on the face of a hapless, disease-stricken, failed state known as America. Oh yeah, love it. Z, preach it.
Like, holy shit, dude.
Hell yeah.
Holy shit, she has tanks. Is that a nuke? No, that's not a nuke. It's just a missile, but still.
I love it.
She's armed and fucking dangerous, dude. Look at this shit.
Hell yeah.
But you're still somewhat taken aback by the continued success of your account, considering you don't post nearly as much content as you used to. Oh, these are all posts. It was once the most critical priority, pushing that content out every day. It was the sole driver of the numbers, whereas now the movement is, along with the geopolitical complexity resulting from every move, just as well.
Mm-hmm. Producing a broad range of engaging social media content is a chore you really don't need, since you've got a rogue state to run. Rather than carefully planning shoots and crafting the perfect aesthetic as you once did, you've mostly been getting by posing near all your sick and very expensive contraband. Fortunately, subscribers seem more than appeased by these offerings.
Speaking of geopolitical complexity.
Oh boy. What's going on in the world?
How
much have Jubilites taken over?
That bears striking resemblance to something else that happened around there.
Because a month ago, Jubilites controlled a decent amount of area. So how is it now? Well, is this you or me? I forgot.
This is me. While a cold civil war has been simmering under the surface of daily American life since your treaty brought open hostilities to a relative standstill, there's been no such peace in many nations around the world.
The Jubilite craze transcends culture and language barriers, and some countries have gone crazier with it than others.
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
The media is most abuzz with the events of last week, saw the fall of the Russian government, Jubilites ransacked the Kremlin, and now full control over the military. Surprising to you, a Russian coup somehow wasn't on your radar at all. You guess I wasn't too out of character for the nation.
Fucking Russia is... Oh my god.
Fucking Russia.
It was about 100 years ago. These people did roughly the same thing after all. Maybe the instinct for leftist revolution passed on by their ancestors was activated by your radical clown messaging. Maybe it was in their blood all along, and that's why their shitty regime was the first of all.
Wow. But many other countries don't seem far behind and appear to be on the brink of collapse too, as the rowdy Jubilite factions continue to swell.
If America is to share the same fate, it won't happen like it just did in Russia.
America's brand of imperialism and capitalism was built to take a beating, designed to bring the whole world down with it if it's ever truly threatened.
True. So however you play with this, you'll need to tread very carefully.
That's true. You'll need to prepare a good strategy, especially since if anything goes wrong, the backlash will be felt first, and most fiercely by your tiny summer colony. In short, you'll need to prepare for war.
So preparing for war is exactly what you've been doing this month.
So where is Abby?
Who the fuck knows? I mean, clearly when Abby found out what Z was doing, she was like, fuck this. Who knows what happened to her?
Obviously, I think anybody would whenever they went that far. Mm-hmm. Where your parents got, bombed or something?
Yeah.
Not bombed, but you know what I mean? And they were literally lit on fire.
Yeah, targeted. By Joculin, but yeah.
Even though she was on the quote-unquote right side.
Abby was upset, but wasn't mad at Z, because it knew it wasn't Z's fault, you know. But Z taking down all the antis, that was exactly what Abby didn't want, and that was a problem. Mm-hmm. Alright, is this me? I forgot.
Yeah, you can run it.
Sure. You have fully militarized the former island of Nantucket, with your advanced Praxis methods still in full effect, even without Joculin's oversight. The state of New Whimsifay has amassed nearly $1 trillion in hard assets, and several trillion more in soft assets.
Jesus Christ. The tabulation of those resources has never been an exact science, but then economists probably run into similar difficulty assessing the true extent of an entire nation's economic value. And that roughly describes the nature of your global movement now. It's a nation rivaling the GNI of many industrialized countries, but its population and assets spread out across every country in the world. That's wild.
Yeah. And that's pretty cool, you think. But that doesn't mean you're getting complacent. You have no intention of letting these assets go to waste. Counted among your hard assets are many tangible acquisitions, including caches of weapons, vehicles, fuel, all the supplies of war, and many other staples of societal self-sufficiency stashed in every nation you could name. Wow.
All conceivable contraband necessary for a burgeoning global paramilitary organization, and then some.
Much of this equipment has ended up on your island.
Wow. You've established relationships with military contracting companies, which once viewed you with great suspicion due to your adversarial nature with their richest client, the U.S. government.
but recently they've become exponentially easier to do business with.
You're discovering their allegiance turns out to be quite fungible when the executives start smelling money. Even more intoxicatingly, a sea change in the entire world order.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yep. It's nothing you'll ever see covered in the media, but the moment Russia was seized by Jubilites, virtually the entire global economic order went into motion behind the scenes, beginning to rearrange itself and to hedge all the bets. No one really knows who will come out on top of all this, and strangely, most of these people barely even care.
They just don't want to be left holding the bag if they didn't bet on the winner.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing is about how a lot of rich people are, right? People who have a lot of the money they really don't actually care about politics.
Yeah.
They just want to be on the right side of things, you know. Like, sometimes they care, but really they just care about self-preservation. They care about themselves, you know. So I'd imagine those rich people in this situation would be like, be okay with the Jubilites ruling or die. You know, and it's just kind of, you know, exactly, they don't want to be left holding the bag if they bet wrong.
That's
but
true.
also they don't want to join the Jubilites and then have like them lose, you know. So they it's just, you know, they don't want to be left holding the bag if they bet wrong. They all remind you of Abby's dad, who found new religion through Biden once his money started feeling sad.
Aw. Plutocrats, oligarchs, financiers, and war profiteers are always unknowingly eager to find new rings to kiss.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And the newer and shinier the ring is, the faster they run to kiss it. You've just discovered a new echelon of simps.
It's simps all the way up society's ladder. The higher they climb, the harder
echelon
they
ladder,
simp.
you could say.
I hope you fucking die. I hope you have some beautiful children that die from cancer.
Hussie put it right there, okay?
Hey,
it was
again,
right there.
I'm going to say it again. I hope you have some beautiful children.
God.
that die from cancer.
God, Jay.
I'm going to get so canceled. I'm going to get so canceled because
You're
no
just
one knows
quoting.
who
It's fine.
no one knows who Pink Guy is anymore, man.
How does nobody know Filthy Frank? Like, Jesus Christ.
To be fair, nobody knew Filthy Frank was Joji until like a few months back, so like
Fair
anything's
enough.
possible. And so the transactions began to flow. A few fighter jets here, some
Oh my
anti-aircraft missiles there. Much of this war junk, to your surprise, actually came greatest.
Google, what's that word mean? It means without change or without charge, free.
Interesting.
Friendly, appetizing loss leaders to grease the wheels, meant to establish a good business rapport with a young and stylish up-and-coming warlord.
The only warlord in human history with an absolute fire in.
My God, I love it. I love it so much.
Sure, Putin is
Also,
a fucking like huge fucking leader, but does he have a fire insta? I don't think so.
Also, I'm pretty sure that clown on the left there is the one on the website that for some reason has their gender listed as unknown.
True.
It's got like the eyes emoji instead of like anything else. Yeah, it is. Mizzlebip. It's Mizzlebip.
Few outcomes leave you gobsmacked these days, but you have to admit, watching military companies tripping over themselves to give you billions of dollars worth of free shit is pretty high up on the list. God, look at this place now.
Yep. Oh God, and she stayed in Abby's house, of course.
Where
the fuck did Abby go?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
There's no way that she was killed, right? She had to like
Hussie's just vibing.
Declassy.
He just vibing.
Abby's gonna come back, right? Abby's gonna be like, it's gonna be like the ending of the Genocide Road of Undertale, right? Z's gonna be fucking the player, and Abby's gonna be Sans.
I hope so.
And it's gonna be like, hey, you're bad, stop, and then Z's gonna kill Abby at the end, and then take over the world.
Yep. Unfortunately.
That's my prediction. On the home front, your inner circle has become considerably more insular and well-vetted. A new right hand has emerged, a loyal and quiet clown named Mizzlebip. She's interesting, because on the website it still says unknown. She's been in Ring 3 from the very beginning, and her diligent, no-nonsense service has earned your trust.
She's not a bad helicopter pilot either, considering that she just started figuring it out this week after the new shipment of Apaches arrived.
I love it. But even as paranoia makes your inner circle shrink, there's Abby. Your revenge list grows. Since the night of your purge was issued, your assassins have been working
Look,
steadily.
there's Abby drinking
The
herself.
body count has grown steeper. Where is she?
I guess she's by herself somewhere. Abby, of course, wants nothing to do with this.
Okay, so she's still here. She's just fucking like, fuck this. Yeah. Okay. Okay, she's not, okay. Drinking herself because, drinking herself like
This
crazy.
is the only thing she has to take
Because
up her
she doesn't
time
like
now.
it. Because she doesn't like what's going on. And she's fucking trying to convince herself that Z's in the right, even when they're not.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Okay.
Oh wait,
Wait,
you didn't read that yet. I guess I just read it in my head.
Though
and
she's,
didn't think
though
about
she's
it.
retired from any formal position in the organization, she still hangs around the house since she has nothing else to do and nowhere else to go.
She just keeps herself distracted with her personal projects, which have been going about as well as anything else with the Jubilee craze lately. She's been working directly with the guy you'll never stop referring to as Rat Monster, even though that's not his name anymore.
Oh god, I forgot their. Oh yeah, that's right. The fucking.
They're clowns now.
One of the BTS people. He and his bandmates have effectively taken control of South Korea and are currently in negotiations with the previous government over how to handle the full transition of power. BTS fucking runs South Korea now. I love it.
To be fair, this is probably gonna happen.
And then they're gonna have meetings with Kim Jong Un and then end up taking over North Korea too.
You're gonna be like, yo, Kim Jong Un, what if we like took everything?
The Koreas are finally united again under Jubilate.
It's either that or the Koreas get nuked. We gotta figure out which one happened.
Yeah, one way or another, the Korean War is ending.
Unlike the raucous, wantonly clownish spectacle that took place in Russia recently, their revolution has been elegant and friendly, just like the boys themselves. Wow. Stop simping for the fucking boys, Hussie.
Fun fact, South Korea is the opposite of Russia. The Korean government also seems flattered that the boys offered to take over, and most of the country seems completely ecstatic about it.
Jesus Christ, of course the entire country is just like, yeah, we'll vibe.
Holy shit, I love it.
Inside, you find Abby in her usual spot carved out of the hovel that has become her summer home's once posh living room. You observe that it looks much more similar to your old apartment's depression nest than it does to her parents' original interior decorating scheme. Empty bottles are everywhere.
Yeah. Inside, you find Abby in her usual spot carved out of the hovel.
That was the same thing. That was the same thing.
Oh.
It just didn't come through, see? Empty bottles
God
are
damn
everywhere.
It. Yeah, you're right. Fucking
Idiot.
sorry. I know. You'd be surprised if there was anything left in her previously decadent wine cellar.
You started to think where some of these vintages came from. The Nantucket Stop and Shop? Yikes. She also seems to have taken to vaping weed and listens to loud music almost constantly. Whatever gets her through through the days, you guess.
Abby? Abby?
Huh?
Can you turn that down? I need to think about strategy.
Yeah, sure.
Oh my god. Clark Powell.
in the woods.
It's literally the fucking song that was playing. Oh, Abby.
Now she throws herself down.
I'm gonna try to. Seemed kind of early for you to be this wasted.
Sorry, I just hardly have anything to do anymore. I can't be on social media. There's nothing to do in town except, like, hang out with crazy people. No, she deleted her account. She didn't unfollow her.
Yeah.
It's because Abby deleted her account. Okay, that makes more
sense.
sense. Me on social media, there's nothing to do in town except, like, hang out with crazy people who treat me weird because of my celebrity. Also, the whole island is a cesspit of coronavirus, and I don't want to be contributing to that scene.
Fair.
Just like me in the South.
Yeah, that sure became a fucking problem, didn't it? But it's also a problem everywhere in this shitty country, so I don't know. Kind of an easy target to blame the anarchists of Clown Island for losing control of the disease that the most powerful nation on Earth lost control of months ago.
Oh, believe me, I'm aware. That's why if I ever really wanted to leave this place, I'm not sure where I'd even go. America's hell, and I'm pretty sure I'm the most wanted terrorist. I'm on the most wanted terror lists by now.
Lol, what about Korea? Your boy Rap Monster could always grant you asylum. Doesn't he basically run that whole fucking country now? That's a good idea, actually.
That's true. That could be a vibe. I think so. The political situation there is confusing. I think he's working out some sort of deal with the existing government. Treat him some sort, kind of like what you did. Pog.
Nice. Oh yeah, it sounds like he's well on his way to just being the de facto president. That's how things go. These things go. With the support he has, I'm sure the old government will be vestigial in no time.
Yeah, I have no idea. I haven't talked to him in a while. He's too busy and I don't want to bug him. It's one thing for me to encourage a coup initially, but now that it has a life of its own, I don't actually know anything about politics. I can't help these guys anymore. At the end of the day, I'm just an overzealous fangirl who got carried away.
So that's a no on South Korean asylum? Damn, I guess I should cross it off my list too if the shit gets too hot.
I don't know if it's a no. I don't know anything. It still feels completely insane to me I was talking to them at all. I would feel presumptuous asking them to protect me from the full wrath of the American government.
I guess there's always Fiji.
Huh?
God. That was my original getaway location, remember? Before I even came here?
Oh, yeah.
Sounds fucking nice, actually.
Yeah. I'm not even serious about leaving. I'd be too scared to think. We're completely surrounded. What if the plane just got shut down?
I guess that's possible.
That's true.
It's not like I want you to go either. With all due respect to Secretary Mizzlebip here, who has been solid as fuck. Oh my god. That's the emoji that's listed under their gender. Under her gender, I suppose. You're still all I've got. I'd absolutely fucking lose it if you weren't here, and that probably wouldn't be good for anybody.
No, it sure wouldn't. Just forget I said anything. I'll go back to my trash pile and keep vaping all this weed. Who says that? I'm gonna keep vaping all this weed.
I mean, same thing as keep smoking all this weed except for vaping. It's not. Yeah.
I've never heard anyone refer to it as that. That's all.
I've never heard anybody refer to that as that, but I've heard people refer to it as smoking all this weed.
Yeah, definitely.
And vaping is just another way to. I don't know people who vape. Everyone I know smokes it, so.
I'm pretty sure it's the same thing, isn't it?
Oh, well, I mean, it's just as bad, but it's not quite the same. Oh, come on. As long as you're here and you say you got nothing to do, why not hang out with us and help?
Told you already, I'm useless politically. This is so far over my head now. It's also insane and scary. There are too many dead people on the news all the time and too much military industrial stuff all over the island.
I know how fucked up it all is, but saying you're useless is bullshit. You helped so much in the beginning. None of this could have happened without you. You're very smart and trustworthy and decent. The movement only suffers without your input.
But you stopped listening to my input. I said how weird I felt about killing and stuff, and you just ended up putting hits out on your entire insane list.
Well, yeah, I was in a bad place that night.
A bad place? How many people are dead now? Who even were those people?
A broad consortium of abject filth who had
What a fucking bitch.
But the point is, I probably wouldn't have done it if you just stuck around and kept me in line with like your good sense and morals and whatever.
Z, you can't put this on me. Please don't make me feel responsible for the good or bad things you do. That's why I pulled back, because it hurts too much to feel complicit in every fucked up turn this takes. You know what emotional abuse is? If you say you're gonna hurt people unless I keep being involved and play the role of your conscience, that's what it is.
Oh, damn. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have even said that. It was fucked up. Oh, look. I haven't ordered a single hit since that night. Okay, look. Okay, look.
Lamau, what a thing to say. Also, is it even true? I keep hearing about shit.
Well, okay, it's mostly true. More people got added to the list, but not like antis or whatever. I mean, like ghastly capitalist scumbags with real blood on their hands.
Okay.
Nothing like what happened that night, though. I was really off the deep end. Messed up about what my creepy stalker did to your parents and having crazy visions and shit. The only reason you keep hearing about stuff happening is because the guys keep working through the list. You could call it off, so you know. Just saying. You know how they are. They are like a damn dog with a bone.
Jesus.
What?
This conversation is ludicrous. This is why I backed off. Do you even know what you're saying anymore? Acting like a mass execution list you signed off on a month ago is just something out of your hands now. Your clowny death brigade will do whatever it's going to do. The things I have to read in the news, the Bezos shit. That was you, right?
The Bezos hit. Yes.
You know, I think Z is completely batshit crazy, but Bezos deserved it. I mean, what? Does that count as a threat? Am I gonna get fucked for saying that?
Oh my god, Z only added the capitalists, like the pigs who like had blood on their hands.
And of course Bezos was on it.
Bezos was added, yep. Oh, I love it. I mean, he was on the list, yeah.
Why was he even on the list?
Is this what we're really gonna do now, Abby? Shed some sad liberal tears for Jeff fucking Bezos?
No, I don't give a shit about Jeff Bezos. He sucked.
Exactly, so what's the problem?
Do you realize that when he died, Amazon stock prices didn't even go down? It went up, actually.
So?
So he was just some stooge, a little weasel man who barely even mattered, a guy who had too much money who thought he was important.
Yeah, I'm not hearing an argument for why he should still be alive.
Not even making an argument. I'm not sure what I'm trying to say, but maybe the point is, it sounds like these are either there are times when you don't either.
I don't know. I think the statement was pretty simple. The dude was evil and had too much money because he exploited all his workers, and so he's dead now, which is good.
Okay, and then what?
Oh,
Are those workers still being exploited?
Oh, almost certainly.
So what next? How do you stop that?
I'm working on it. This is all a very complicated process involving a campaign being waged on multiple fronts at once. You'd know this if you actually stayed in the loop instead of lying around stoned all day, and it's hard coordinating all this shit without your help, let alone when I have to contend with your liberal finger wagging.
Alright, I'm not being liberal. This isn't about lib shit. Like, think about poor Jeff Bezos nonsense. What the fuck do I even have to do to prove to you that I'm not Hillary fucking Clinton? I helped you steal my parents' money to fund your socialist clown movement. And then one of your backstabbing aunties blew up their house. I hid you from the cops for weeks while you launched your brand. Then I went along with this while you planned the execution of the entire police force. Then I supported you when you faked a terrorist incident to steal literally thousands of homes from the residents of the island. How much more do I have to do to show I don't have any sympathies for the evil forces we've been fighting this whole time? Can you understand that if I'm wondering where you're actually going with these insane purges of haters and rich people, it's not about some ideological reservation? It has more to do with the fact that I'm actually scared of this whole situation you put us in.
See, I think, like, as much as I think Abby is like actually how I feel if I were in this situation.
Like, do you understand? Like that's what I just like. I don't think Z understands. You know?
Oh no, of course not. Z is straight a villain, and I love it so much. But like at this point, because Abby and Z have similar political beliefs. You know what I mean? They don't do the same shit about it. You know, like I said, how I agree with Z's political beliefs, but not her actions, right? It's like that. I feel like Abby's got those same beliefs. It's just she's not as extreme and does not want to do all this fucking shit. So I think Abby is much closer to where I actually am mentally about this shit. But still, I fucking love Z. She's great. Yeah, I get that. I was never even married to the idea of knocking off every my shit list. I could just put the order to halt the operation if that's what you want.
No, because you're asking me again, which means you're implicating me in the decision-making process. You're outsourcing your conscience, which means I have the responsibility to stop you from doing bad shit. And I already told you I can't take the stress of that.
I see. Maybe we should dial it down? We're yelling in front of Mizzlebip. She's very sensitive.
I don't give a fuck about Mizzlebip.
Wow.
I'm sorry, Mizzlebip. You know what I mean? This has nothing to do with you.
Okay, Mizzlebip's feelings notwithstanding, I think I see where you're coming from. I think it's a typo. You don't want to be like the angel on my shoulder or whatever. I already know that. I was cool with you checking out, but it really sounds more like you're worried about what's gonna happen to us because you don't think I have a coherent plan. Like I'm just offing guys for the hell of it and triggering the collapse of foreign governments, which kicks ass and all, but ultimately I don't know where this is going. Is that it? Yeah, pretty much. Okay, then help me with some plans. Get involved in these meetings so you can see I have a plan. That's what we were just about to do. See, Mizzlebit brought all these fucking maps. I could just walk you through the next play so to help set your mind at ease. Okay, listen to whatever it is you're planning next. So we got Martha's Vineyard over here, right? Recent developments led me to believe the time is ripe for an invasion. Well, not an invasion so much as an annexation. Mobilizing our ships past the naval blockade and sending aircraft over there to formally invade MV would be a real dicey. Turn our cold conflicts to a hot one too fast. But for a couple months now, our guys have been laying the groundwork on that island in pretty much the same way they did here, but on a bigger scale. You know how it is there? It's just like here, thousands of empty summer homes that could be easily occupied. The infiltration has already been underway. I just have to send the signal, and our guys take over the whole territory more officially. Like, raise our flag, crush the police, chase them all out. Then we put out some sick content online to formalize the annexation, show how successful it was, and how easily the whole place just fell. It's just as much about good propaganda as it is about expanding our territory, so we can show the government we can't be contained and pushed around that easily. Well, we'll have a lot more leverage for the next phase of the operation. Abby's like, what the fuck? So, what do you think of the plan? Are you satisfied that I have an actual strategy yet, and that I'm not just bullshitting my way through this? I think Abby's like, what the fuck, Z? Jesus Christ, you are a fucking dictator. Oh my god, or not. She's drunk. What?
Oh my god.
Oh. What's so funny?
This is your plan to invade Martha's fucking vineyard?
Not invade, annex.
I don't believe this.
Bitch, don't laugh. This is serious. It's a serious plan.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Abby's drunk.
We can barely run one island as it is. Thousands of people here are sick. We're surrounded by the fucking Navy. They could shut off the power and supply chains at any time. Really, or just outright storm the island if they finally get fed up. You want another island to deal with?
Yeah, why not?
What about the fucking treaty? You signed a non-aggression pact, and it was a miracle the government even allowed that in the first place.
Believe me, I haven't forgotten about that piece of shit treaty, and it wasn't a miracle. It was just a lie. Something the government used to buy them some time while they figured out the best way to wipe us out. While defusing the ticking time bomb all the mainland Jubilites represent, they have no intention of honoring the treaty in the long run. When has America ever bothered with that? True. So I'm just doing what I always do.
Jesus Christ.
The best defense, no, the only defense, is to always stay on offense. I'm preparing in advance for the moment they rip the treaty up. It will encourage Jubilites everywhere to stake more claim over the rest of the country if we can secure more territory for the homeland. Holy shit, is he planning this so that as soon as the government makes a move, she's ready? If he can frame it as them making the first move.
Homeland?
Holy
See,
shit.
you moved here 3 years ago.
Holy shit, Jay. That's such a good idea.
That's kind of... I hate how fucking well this is planned out in the grand scheme of things.
Because you think about it, and the government's totally going to make the first move, right? They totally are going to take, like, you know, they're not going to follow the treaty, right? Yeah. So when that happens, Z has a plan, and Z can fend them off, and then everybody else is like, holy shit, the government broke their promise. Yeah. They're the bad guys. I love this. You know what I mean.
Wasn't even the homeland of the people we just kicked out. Nantucket is a native word. If we start walking around if we start talking about things that way, aren't we just doing like the things we said were bad? I don't know. I think I'm losing the plot here.
It's perfectly simple. Yes, American imperialism is evil, so we're taking a stand against it. And the only way to do that is capture and repurpose territory in order to weaken America. And this must be done even if we are not the original inhabitants of the land, because we have no choice. Otherwise, we have to sit back and say, go ahead, keep being evil, America, because we're all too much of a bunch of pussies to claim anything for ourselves. Get it?
Yes, I do, but... Are you really telling me you don't see any humor or absurdity to the fact that you're in my living room with a bunch of fucking maps plotting an invasion of, an annexation of Martha's fucking vineyard? A few months ago, you were struggling to wake up before 3 p.m. and cringe posting on TikTok.
Yeah, well, I pulled my shit together, largely thanks to you, in case you forgot. And actually, no, I don't see anything that funny about my annexation plans. It's serious shit. I'm fighting for our lives here. Why are you having a sudden attack of self-awareness and calling all this funny? It's not funny. You don't have to contribute to our planning sessions if you don't want, but don't start treating me like a joke. I own fucking helicopters, bitch. The kinds with fucking missiles. I got like anti-aircraft jams all over this fucking island. I'm moving billions of dollars of deadly hardware around, tanks and shit.
Holy shit.
Stop laughing. Nobody else in the world is laughing at me. They're all afraid of what I'm gonna do. And the ones who aren't are on pins and fucking needles anticipating my next move with zealous devotion. Fucking Russia fell, you silly bitch. You know who did that? Me. I did it. Do you have any idea how many nuclear weapons Russia has? Something like 7,000. I looked it up. Now, I am the one who controls those nukes.
Do you actually, though?
Yeah, why wouldn't I? The sectarian Jubilite movement in Russia looks to me for leadership. I've talked to those guys. They love me over there. They're just like my American fans. It's a whole army of simps who would do anything I said.
Okay, and yeah, have you actually put that to the test?
I mean, not yet. I've been fucking busy here. What would I even tell them to do?
It's a pretty good question. Seems like a question someone who was just bragging about assuming full control over Russia should be able to answer.
Oh boy. I don't think you really get how this works. I'm the supreme hontifex of a global movement. I need to be able to delegate. Like, you know, let the Russian guys figure shit out over there because I don't really know how anything works there.
But you were just saying you're the one who controls that country and all their nukes. Seriously, what would you even plan on doing with those nukes?
Like, nothing. That's what you're fucking supposed to do with them. Just let them sit there menacingly. It's about deterrence and shit. Didn't you play Metal Gear?
Is that what that game was about? I thought it was just a super long Yowie series.
You're not wrong, Abby. You're not wrong.
That's pretty good.
Fucking Yowie.
That's so good.
Well, of course it is, but it's also about that.
I'm not trying to mess with you here. Oh, she's crying too.
She's crying out of laughing.
I'm just trying to follow whatever your logic is. You control Russia and its nukes, but you won't use the nukes because obviously that's insane. So what does controlling that country even mean? How are you using that to your advantage when you defend us from American aggression?
That's a good question. Well, first of all, now if the U.S. wants to attack us, it's almost like attacking Russia, right? They'd have to consider global retaliation possibilities, like any basic geopolitical alliance.
Sure, but if you keep escalating with the U.S. government, have you really thought about what that alliance means? There's a reason Russia and all its nukes never fucked with America, because if they tried, it would be a huge mess, like World War III. Then the nukes might start going off, and if that happens, everybody loses. So it seems like all you're really doing here is creating situations that are increasingly elaborate stalemates.
True. Yeah, I think you've just fucking described the basic objective of international politics throughout all of world history. I still don't know what your point is. True.
You also seem to be taking it as a given that the coups in Russia and wherever else are resulting in stable situations. Are you even sure about that? Now that you have a bunch of loyal clowns occupying the Kremlin or whatever, do you have any idea what sort of government they're going to establish?
Yeah, a better one.
Is there a president? Do they have a parliament or something? Is there a constitution?
Abby, and you say you don't know anything about politics. Come on. Yeah, the Jubilate Manifesto.
Your manifesto doesn't even say anything about running a country. It's mostly a bunch of absurd clown lore that came from your dreams. A lot of esoteric gender theory, half of which we both pulled out of our ass one day, and detailed manual on how to prank rich people out of their money. There's nothing at all about governance or how to actually apply our socialist ideas in the form of a coherent state that emerges from the vacuum after all these revolutions you're causing. Do you even think about any of this?
Of course I didn't, because my fucking clown manifesto wasn't supposed to make me accidentally take over the world. It was just some preposterous shit I wrote for fun, and also possibly because I'm super fucked up and have brain problems. And one thing led to another, so all I could ever do was focus on survival. I haven't even had time to think about what the best way to manage society would be. The forces we're fighting won't even give us time to think about it. I feel like I can't even breathe. The stuff we're up against is suffocating, so all I can do is put my full attention on trying to defeat them. Once we've achieved total victory, there will be plenty of time to sort out how to run governments and shit.
But all that is happening now? Others collapsing countries literally need those answers right now.
Or fucking what? You're still laughing. Why are you laughing at me?
I'm sorry, I can't help it. I think I had too much weed and lol. The situation is just, I can't even handle this fucking conversation. I think the fate of the world hangs in the balance of whatever the fuck it is we're doing here.
Yeah, I can confirm weed makes you very, very, very laughy, giggly.
It's true.
Yeah, you just laugh. You laugh a lot. Stop laughing at me. That's so fucking uncool. Okay, maybe I don't have a perfect post-revolution plan, but so fucking what? That doesn't take anything away from what I've accomplished here. I fucked around a bit this summer and practically brought the whole world to its knees. Do you have any idea how shitty this country was? How bad life was for people who didn't have billionaire parents? Have you even grasped yet how this pandemic exposed we were already living in a failed state? Well, who the fuck was doing anything about it? Obama? His rapey sidekick grandpa? Your K-pop boys? Nobody was. I'm the one who had to kick the shit out of this country. I'm the one who lit a fire in everyone's ass to rip our capitalist nightmare state apart, while all the other weaklings were content to wait around for a useless election to solve their problems. And now, you of all people who helped me do all this have the audacity to laugh at me like I'm some shitty child throwing a tantrum. Well, fuck this, so what if I am throwing a tantrum? You know, ZB spitting straight facts, though. Fuck these maps, fuck Martha's Vineyards, you're fucking right.
Shit.
I don't need to plan a fucking annexation. When I want Martha's Vineyard, I'll snap my fingers and Martha's Vineyard will be fucking mine. Do you even know who you're dealing with? Does anybody fucking know yet?
Shit.
Hell yeah.
He's having a mental breakdown.
I am Z. I am the success. Oh shit. The word success. Oh shit, Jay. Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
She's gonna be about to be a true successor.
No, we're the successor to Z.
Yep.
That's the. Oh fuck. In the same way Riot is supposed to Z, this is like our fucking like prompt from Z.
Mm-hmm.
The way to like. Oh fuck. Successor to Riotous, Lord Queen of the Jubilites. I am conquering this pathetic planet 100 times faster than even he managed to. And you want to know the funny thing, dear Abigail? It wasn't even hard. I can't yell. It's too late. Table flip. Abby's like, what the fuck?
See, I'm sorry for laughing at you. You're right. There's no point in asking all these questions now. Should have brought this up a lot earlier, back when we would have made better plans for the aftermath of all this. Just as caught up in it as you were. It was fun to see, the most fun I've ever had with anyone. I didn't want to ruin it with stuff like... Wait, no. I didn't want to ruin it with stuff like moral confrontations or whatever. I think mostly I was doing it because...
Aww.
I did it because I just wanted you to like me.
Aww. Abby.
Bizzle bit.
Oh shit! You hear a distant explosion somewhere.
Oh shit. That's not good.
No, it's not. Oh shit! The power's out. Missile Bip, check if the blackout is only here in the whole island. This better not be fucking what I fucking think it is.
She indicates her phone isn't getting any internet service.
Fuck.
What's happening?
They might be making their move. If that's what's going on, they're going for it a lot sooner than I thought they would.
Who?
Who do you think? The fucking government. We're building up to something. Gotta switch to our satellite internet backup system. Need to figure out what's happening on the rest of the island. Missile Bip, come give me a...
Boom.
Oh, yep. Oh, shit. Yep.
Who is this?
Here we go.
Shit. Oh, shit.
They're blowing
Everyone's
up the weapons.
getting fucking blown up.
They're blowing up the weapons first.
What the fuck is happening?
Yeah, they're targeting the anti-aircraft guns.
Yep.
I don't know.
A group of hostile Jubilites appear to be the aggressors here. A pack of familiar clowns you haven't seen in a while.
Oh.
Tightening up your inner circle.
Oh. Your guards spring into action to
So it's not the government, it's just a bunch of
It's
clowns.
insurrection.
Yep. Look at him.
I see.
Shit. And they know how everything works, so...
Abby, get somewhere safe.
Safe? Where?
Oh my god. Well, one of the people in that list was one of the people from the original Ring 3 with Joculin.
Yep.
Head to the basement. I'll take care of this. Get the fuck off me.
Shit.
Don't die, Mizzlebip.
I hope Mizzlebip doesn't die. Mizzlebip equals poggers. Oh, shit. There's a gun.
Mm-hmm. Gun number 1.
A bunch of knives. Grenades.
Yep. More guns.
That's a grenade launcher.
Oh, well, okay.
It takes those shells right there that she just put around her.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Then a couple more SMGs. She's about to Rambo this shit, dude.
Shit.
And that's gonna be end chapter? Nope. It's gonna be an animation first. What's about to happen here?
And Clown Massacre.
This isn't gonna end too well. Fucking
Classy.
Hussie.
Oh. These are the hostile clowns? Mizzlebip, get out of the way.
Mizzlebip hops the Apache.
Mizzlebip is a Void player, confirmed.
Ah, shit. I like this
fucking
music though.
I'd turn it down a little bit on my end, though. It's loud.
Oh shit.
Jeez.
There's trucks coming. Who are all these people? Like, where are they all coming from? Like, is this the government or what?
I can't tell if the like those masked people are.
Pop, pop, pop. Yep, there goes the grenade launcher. Hell yeah. Just gunning all these fuckers now. No! Spraying with her SMGs. Now she's gonna have to take them down.
You can't even tell who's hostile and who's not.
I can't either.
Like, just wow.
That's what's so hard about this yaoi paddle.
Yowie.
Bam. The fucking yaoi paddle is probably my favorite thing.
Hussie's just. Oh my god!
Hussie just took a bullet for Hasselhoof.
Fucking.
Holy shit.
Declassic.
F's in chat for Andrew Hussie. I guess we're never getting a 9th chapter. I'm actually the story ended right there with Hussie's
Fucking
character.
death of the author yet again. Okay, so those outfits have the diamonds on them, so they're definitely Jubilites.
Yeah. I guess they must be traders then.
Yeah.
Or cool fucking spinning
Fucking
revolver
slow-mo.
shit. If this is in slow-mo, she's working at like some type of higher speed, dude.
Hell yeah.
Was that Hussie who just threw that gun into the air? Somebody from the ground just threw that gun in the air.
Mizzle.
Up in the fucking Apache, fucking firing
Mizzle
fucking
bear.
rockets everywhere.
Mizzle's gonna save Z.
It's raining fire and death.
Wow.
F's in chat, boys. Everybody's gonna die.
How is this gonna end?
I'm trying to figure out who's that.
Oh my god. We've seen this too much in Homestuck.
We have. Is he gonna catch that? Shit. Z's
Yeah.
overpowered. Z needs to get nerfed. Why is she constantly doing that thing with her fucking guns, dude?
Keeps her reflexes quick.
I guess so.
End of chapter? Not quite.
Not quite. The fuck was that?
Jesus Christ, Jay. That felt like a fucking watching a Homestuck flash. That was
That
huge.
wasn't okay. Now she has to look out. Everyone she loved just died.
Who put you up to this?
At least she's seeing him as a person. He's grabbing for a gun and she just straight
Yeah.
up puts a bullet straight through his head. Blah. And the Apache attack helicopter lands. Mizzlebip's like, yo, what up?
You hear screaming. It's Abby. Sounds like it's coming from outside. Oh, the house. Oh god, you hope she's not hurt. Not David Hasselhoff.
Dude, so Hussie died for nothing?
The bullets went through Hussie and shot Hasselhoff. Hussie was a waste of space.
True.
Abby, thank God you're okay. Oh God, your horse, Abby. I'm so.
Please, I can't. Just stay back. You can't do this, Z. You have to stop pulling me back in. You see this is ruining me? I'm losing everything. My parents' house, my house. My parents, my house, my poor horse. I think I even lost you. You're still here, but you're not. I lost the person you used to be to this insanity. And now I have to go.
What? Where? No, please don't, Abby.
I'm leaving the island right now. I just have to go. I'll take a jet to South Korea. I don't even care if they'll grant me asylum. My heart can't take another second of this.
Abby.
Goodbye, Z.
Fair.
It's just too overwhelming.
Can't blame her.
Psychic damage. Is that gonna go all the way down?
Getting so close.
Nope, that's not all the way down. It's just like almost there.
I'm sorry, David. I failed you. I failed Abby. I failed everybody on this island. Maybe everyone in the world. I'm so sad. I can't take this. I should probably just go with her, shouldn't I?
Nope.
Who did this to you? Who did all of this? It was a fucking mutiny. But how did this start? Who's the rat?
Missile Bip, no! Oh wait, I thought Missile Bip
good.
was about to be like... Missile Bip informs you she found this on the body of one of the mutinous clowns. She meekly asks you if you have any idea what it could mean. So the CIA started all this.
Yeah, that makes sense. Infiltrating the area from the inside. Deep cover agents. Never mind. I'm not going anywhere.
And she has those skulls in her eyes again.
Because it was the government who did this, not a mutiny.
Later, the sun has gone down, and Abby's house is all but lost to the fire, but not before you and Missile Bip rescued some needed equipment and retreated to the horse barn.
You've hooked the satellite internet dish and routed up to a portable power source. Missile Bip offered her phone's backup battery, which still had enough juice to power the setup for a while.
This allowed you to spend some time catching up online with what just happened.
You communicate with others on the island who've rigged similar setups. It's as you thought. The government blew the underwater lines that power everything here. They detonated the bombs on this side of the water, which means there could be any number of operatives deployed, not just the ones you and Mizzelbip took out.
Find it utterly contemptible. The CIA, they're up to their old shit, embedding agents in enemy countries, engaging in subversive activity, trying to topple government from within. You should have known this would be the play. You just didn't think they'd be this blatantly aggressive this soon. They're breaking the treaty a lot earlier than you thought they would.
Well, that's a decision that will come with a steep price.
Scrap all your plans, everything about the carefully plotted annexation of Martha's Vineyard, all your patient long game stuff, everybody is going in the garbage. You're going to start winging it. During this entire campaign, you've always felt at your most powerful when you're improvising, when your survival instincts are kicking in.
That's when your enemies have always had the most to fear, and tonight will be no exception.
You've been relaying messages to everyone on the island about the connection. You tell them to get the word out wherever they can, and that she's going to address everyone in purposes. You target the local high school, which has been vacant for months. You notice on the map it has a football field with bleachers. This should be perfect.
By habit, you open your ongoing text message with Ring 3, but quickly close it. No use texting a bunch of dead clowns, half of which turned out to be traitors. You work your way further down the chain of command and give everyone the message to spread. Meet at the field at midnight, light it up with whatever they've got, headlights and bonfires.
Missile Bip will stream what you say via satellite. You will speak to your people when they need you most. You will speak to the entire world. And that's at midnight.
Midnight. Is it going to be this chapter? Oh, it's going to be this chapter.
Yep.
I mean, this is the penultimate chapter.
It's true.
Your eyes scan the dark landscape for the high school. It's not hard to spot it all from a great distance. Looks like they got the message.
Shit. That's a lot. The field is full of clowns, fervently anticipating the arrival of their supreme honk effects. Even from 1,000 feet above, you can tell the atmosphere is electric.
Little is more important than the skillful implementation of theatrics, as this nation is about to be rudely reminded.
I mean, it's that end of chapter. Nope. She's just landing.
Wow. This is a meaty chapter. Like, it's not necessarily the longest one, but it's meaty.
Feels like there's a lot going on, yeah.
Yeah, it's only been an hour, but it's meaty. Straight from the first chapter.
Yep, and she lands. With all the fire.
And the graves.
Yep. This is sad as fuck. And she walks in.
It's sad? Why is it sad?
Just like all the death.
Yeah, no, I mean that incident was definitely sad. But this is it. This is the fucking revolution. This is the start. God, I'm so excited.
Fucking wild. I don't even know how this is, like, how you can bring this to a proper conclusion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unless he's, like, able to tie everything off in a nice little bow by the end.
I mean, this seems like the inciting incident, right? This is gonna set up the all-out fucking war for next time, which is gonna conclude things, I think.
Good point. Vito Capizzo Stadium.
Mizzlebip with the microphone set up.
Mm-hmm.
Fire in her eyes, literally.
Yeah.
I love it.
And they're all of her loyal subjects.
All right, are we gonna get to read? Is that why the black bar is coming back?
Good question.
The United States of America has begun its siege against us. They cut the power, shrouding this island in darkness. But does this football field look dark to you? You brought your own fire to the field, flooded the pitch with your high beams, and I can see you. I can see all of you, and so can the world.
Jesus Christ.
So fun fact, we've not actually got to see any of these speeches yet. They've all been like, oh yeah, you gave a speech about this, and you know, on an Instagram story, and
True.
They actually believe this will work. They believe we will cower. They believe we will whimper, then snap at each other like dogs and fight amongst ourselves, that our resolve will deteriorate, that we will tuck our tails and run the moment we lose electricity. The moment we can't check our phones all day, the moment we are forced to log off, that is how much they think of us. That is what they think we are made of. That the moment we wonder about the future of our ability to eat, the moment we fear the walls will close in and their troops will storm our shores. They think our fear will cause our members to peel off, scatter and disband, while the rest of us watch our depleting ranks get back in their boats and fuck off back home. But they forgot to take one thing into consideration. This is our home now. This is our home now.
Shit.
They believe we are afraid. But I'm standing in front of you all for the first time, and I don't see any fear here, I only see determination. Don't you understand how much they tip their hands when they show how much they think we will fear them? It's for one reason only. It's because they are the ones who are afraid. They project their fear of what we stand for onto us. And because they see their own fear in us, they presume we will shatter under the very kind of pressure that they know would shatter them. You hear how they talk about us in the corporate media? You see the stories, the contemptuous tone, the fucking finger wagging? They look at our gatherings from their aerial footage, spying on us from the safety of their studios, insulated by their enormous salaries. And they judge, and they scold. They say, look at these fools. Shouldn't they be sheltering in place like the rest of the country? Shouldn't they be getting ready to vote in another hollow election? Shouldn't they just be going home and restoring the country to the very sense of order and comfort that was fucking lost? The order and comfort that never even fucking existed? But look at our situation. What choice do we have but to gather together when faced with our own annihilation? How convenient is it for rich media personalities and political hacks to sit there in hypercritical reprimand telling us we all need to stay apart when their own genocidal response to this pandemic has shown us all how badly the vermin who hold power need to be overthrown. There's the lame fucking landmark in America, a place kids go on field trips to see, pretty close to where I grew up. It's called Plymouth Rock. I remember when I went to it to see it, what I thought, that's it? It's fucking tiny. Picture the rock of Gibraltar or whatever. Thing's only like 6 feet wide. It's a pitiful little pellet. That's exactly what it reminded me of. Like a fucking BB. A sad little iron ball and something a rabbit would shit out. Like something a rabbit would shit out. Shoved into an antique musket and fired the fuck across the Atlantic Ocean. It embedded itself in the flesh of this land long ago, making a faint pockmark. That could have healed quickly, but there's only one problem. The pellet was laced with poison. It seeped through the veins of this land, gradually east to west, surging up and down through the vast arteries like the Mississippi. It put rot in the soil, and we were born onto it, forced to walk it and pretend the land under our feet isn't in agony from the atrocities wrought by this poison. That's all I could think. When I was a kid on my field trip to that little rock, I kept asking myself, why was this ever enshrined? But today finally it made sense to me. Its enshrinement is a glaring acknowledgement of the shallow moral basis for the so-called American experiment. The size of that shitty little pebble symbolizes the moral strength of this nation's settlement and subsequent conquest. Celebrating that rock is almost like an American in-joke, and the punchline is that there's no moral basis for the establishment of this nation at all. The foundation on which America was built is diseased, rotten, and the absolute brink of societal collapse is where this fool's errand got us.
Shit.
I see that little pebble, and I see a fucking Grinch heart. And no matter how much Whoville sings, I promise you this is one heart that'll never grow even 1 inch bigger. So fuck that pitiful rock. But this whole island, this is our fucking rock. It's 1 billion times bigger, stronger, and rooted deep into the ocean. It's not fucking going anywhere, and neither are we. The revolution has begun. We begin today has orders of magnitude more clarity and righteousness than whatever the fuck was on the minds of those raggedy murderous settlers who washed up on these shores so long ago. So I want to make something fucking clear to whoever's listening out there. In no uncertain terms, I am now declaring it is our intention to completely and utterly destroy the United States government.
Shit.
We will replace this vile, corrupt, imperialistic farce known as American democracy and replace it with a mode of governance that is not intrinsically predicted on centuries of terror and genocide, and one that instead meets every need of its people without excuse or compromise. What has this nation really given you? What do you have to show for your unconditional allegiance, your patience, your sense of duty, your votes, and your good faith? All of it is rewarded by what exactly? A choice between 2 demented, corrupt, babbling, elderly rapists?
Shit.
Your lifetime of devotion has earned you the honor of existing in the one nation on Earth, which is far and away the worst conceivable response to a global disease, which may as well be an advanced version of the fucking flu. These liars, frauds, conmen, and charlatans who fill the ranks of the media, corporations, political parties, and governments. These are bastard weaklings who you would continue to simp for. Enough. Give up on this failed state once and for all and join us as we rise up. To all in the government who would try to suffocate us on this island, who fear me, who want nothing more than to crush all of us here and be done with it, know this: not a single soul on this island is who you have to worry about anymore. Who you must worry about now is everyone else in this fucking country. We are everywhere. We are pissed, and we are resolute, and we will fucking destroy you. We will burn the apparatus which keeps all of you rich and powerful. We will cast those ashes into the sea, and we will rest at nothing until we have completed our mission. Jubilites of America, jubilites of the world, make yourselves seen, make yourselves heard. This is a war I may have started, but tonight, I am trusting all of you. Oh, this is a war I may have started, but tonight I am trusting all of you to finish it.
Shit. Mic drop.
Mic drop.
Damn it, see you thinking you're badass or something.
Oh, that speech was brilliant. I fucking love it.
Shit.
And I agree with it a little too much.
Probably do. Wait a minute. I went black and white there for a second.
Yeah. These.
She's pissed. And she walks away.
Yeah, she just walks away.
Her eyes go wide. Put enough distance between yourself and the football field revelry that you suddenly notice the silence.
It's a disturbing silence, a loud one, like the one you noticed that fateful night 4 months ago. The noise made by the ominously humming well of satanic potential.
The noise you can never hear unless you think to listen for it, and by the time you notice you're listening, it's too late. You can't stop hearing it.
And once you're tuned into it, you begin noticing other sounds you can't be sure weren't there before, like the sounds of distant aircraft becoming less distant with each passing moment.
Oh God, are they gonna bomb them? Were those military planes cruising there before?
And what about those?
Shit. There's always aircraft probing your island. It's nothing moved. But did your speech change anything? Are these ones closing in? Are these the ones that will finally end it all?
You listen more closely.
You can't tell. All you can hear is the damn silence, the humming in your head going on and on since you made the mistake of noticing.
The devil is humming a quiet little tune at you, almost like he's just been amused. And you doubt he's ever found much cause to express pleasure unless many, many people are about to die.
Yep.
Bad image. Yep.
Shit. Z. Shit.
Oh, there's a Mizzle Bip in the background there at the helicopter.
Oh, cool. Oh no.
For seeing Abby. They didn't think they'd see Abby again. What the fuck did I just do? Oh.
Is everybody about to die? And that's where the fucking chapter.
Are they gonna get up? Yeah. Are they gonna get on that helicopter with Mizzle Bip and leave? And the island's gonna get bombed?
It's a good question. Shit.
One more chapter, Jay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know how all the loose ends are gonna get tied here.
There's not that many loose ends, Jay. The story's been pretty straightforward.
I guess so.
It's really just one big loose end, you know?
Well, yeah, exactly. I don't understand how they're gonna be able to just cut it. You know, because there seems like no ending in sight from where it sees.
I wonder.
It'd have to be like the end of a movie where it seems like the ending's far off, but then they instantaneously throw a bunch of things at you like it fucking.
Like Deus Ex Machina is. I think they can. I think they can end it, because this is clearly the fucking turning point. Something's gonna happen. Either they're gonna lose or they're gonna win. You know. Like Z just fucking declared war on the U.S. government. Right?
That's true.
Meaning that either they're gonna get wiped out or they're gonna win. And that's not going to take very long for either of those things to happen.
This is true.
Yeah. Okay. Well. That was chapter 8.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
One more chapter.
One more.
I have nothing to say. That's just terrifying.
Yeah. Well, first of all, that fucking speech is brilliant. Like, I obviously don't agree with Z's, like, actions and all that. But she's right. She's really right about this country. About how fucked it is. Like, I don't think taking over and killing people is the right way to fix that. But this country is fucked.
True. Most countries are, though.
And the majority of what Z said was, like, preach it, queen. Like, I fucking loved it.
Yeah, for sure.
Which might be a problem, but I think whatever. Yeah. Anyways, holy shit, man. I think we're just gonna end it here and not talk about it too much because I don't really know what to say.
Me either.
Maybe we'll have a longer intro next time or whatever. But who knows?
We'll figure it out. We're just more in shock right now.
Yeah. What the fuck? That was crazy. That was such a good episode. That was such a good chapter. Anyways. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, leave a like. That'd be greatly appreciated. Subscribe so you don't miss when these episodes come out in the future. And we got one left, and it's coming out next Sunday, by the way, because this comes out the Sunday after it comes out 13th, right? So it comes out... This episode came out the 18th. So the final episode comes the 25th. Well, then it comes out in 2 days, but the final episode of our series of the chapter comes out the 25th. So stay tuned for that. And we're going to jump into 7 Days Skeptic after that ends. So that's going to be exciting. And make sure you join our Discord, because it's a fun place to hang out, and there's lovely people there. And follow us on Twitter so you can make fun of Jay whenever he ends up tweeting. And with that being said, we love y'all. And I'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.